said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Let's talk about Alabama. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, Man, does it get you excited, and other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too. They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Russell. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
They're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special, and he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The RPO, it's complete. He's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know what holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Let's go! They'll try to run for it. They're getting to the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. After the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Hey guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Wants to go up top on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Coming with like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quarterback may change this route. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They're setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the RPO, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him throwing the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Out of the gun, the inside kick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
What a play by this defense. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Safe completion on the screen. Inside the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's a hit. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game you've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Flips it out in the flat. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Ready to get things going here in the second half is Georgia about to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Brown has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. That's caught. It's Adams. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. He'll start this drive firing. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Give to Brown. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Russell. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the steps.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Quarterback keeper. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown,
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Sails one into the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
To throw, it's Stockton. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Try the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expect him to get the ball again.
Now on the move. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Tripped up for the tackle. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking for room. It's Young. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet him.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. QB draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of... at the 42.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And wings it incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though this team's going to be leaving here with it now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
To the air on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown time.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the extra point is good. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
And they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Mack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if you've been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. They're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins.